All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening. You are listening to the AdSkills Pro Podcast. My name is Kate Buck, and I am interviewing top media buyers from the AdSkills communities, and they are here sharing their best case studies. Today, I am here with Sheena Murphy. Hi, Sheena.
Hey, Kate.
And first question there for you. I'd love to know how you got started in media buying. What were you doing before this, and sort of what drew you to media buying as a skill to master?
Okay, well, that's a funny question. That could be a really long story or a really short story. But I mean, I went to school for travel and tourism, and then I went back again for human resources. And I ended up in a job that didn't have anything to do with any of those. And then I had our babies. We've got 2 daughters. And once we started dropping them off at daycare, I was like, I don't want to go out in the big person working world. Like, I want to work from home. How do I make that happen? And so long story short, I dove into the niche of multi-level marketing and did a bunch of learning in that. And then I ended up back in travel and tourism, which I had done. It's such a huge niche. I was doing it online from home. And then a store in town had asked if I would come in and manage the store for a mat leave. And I thought, well, yeah, maybe that sounds good. Maybe I need to go back out into the working world and go do that again. And worst experience of my life, probably. Really frustrating based on all the knowledge I had gained as far as online marketing and all the things. So my husband, Mike Murphy, had his own agency here from home and was getting quite busy. And I remember calling him one day crying. I'm like, Mike, I can't do this. Like, can I come home? Like, I want to take the course. I want to learn how to do this media buying, and then I can help you, because he was pretty busy, pretty overwhelmed. And he's like, well, sure. If you think, he didn't think it would be something that would, I'm not a huge numbers person, but I had it's interesting what motivates you. So I'm like, I just want to learn it. Like, if I don't like it, I'll know, but I just want to have the opportunity. So hopped onto the course at AdSkills, and oh my gosh, it was like, I'm like, I could do this. I totally could do this. I understood it. Just my history with my own businesses really helped, understand the whole journey of trying to get products and your offer and everything out there. So then me now being on the side of helping people get that out there it's super exciting to me. So that's how I ended up here. I worked with Mike for, it was just over a year in the agency. And then I bowed out because marriage and business, not always. Sometimes things need to be separate. So, I mean, it was great while it was great. We learned a ton. And then I just thought, I want to go on my own and work somewhere where I'm more independent. And because when you have your own agency, like, it's yours, right? Like, we were never anywhere without our computers. We were it never felt like we were off. So I'm like, I'd love to find another, a team so anyway, long story short, we've divided and conquered. So I'm with an agency now that I love. It's an amazing team. I still get to use my skills. I'm still from home, showing our girls that there's so many different ways to go out and make your living in the world. So it's pretty cool.
I love that story. Personally, my mission has been to help people unchain themselves from whatever 9-to-5 job that they may have, or whatever they may be doing that's unfulfilling, and to move into the internet space via organic social media is what I teach, how to be a social media manager. So I love it that you get to be home and living life sort of on your terms and raising your kids with that same kind of understanding and philosophy. I really love that. And I love that also that not that your first introduction to online marketing, but that moving into media buying, AdSkills was your introduction. Can you say a little bit about how you think that benefited you versus maybe even having done the, learn it yourself piecemeal. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of blogs, a lot of YouTube videos about all kinds of stuff, but buying the training or being part of the community where you learn a single system or philosophy, do you think that having done that right out of the gate was beneficial for you?
Absolutely, it was. And, you know, when I look at my story, I think, you know, I tend to be the background person, and I'm usually very happy with that because I'm like, it's not, I'm just doing my thing and I enjoy it. And I think my, you know, finger quotes story is not that exciting or special. But then as I'm talking with people about what I do, I think because I'm so close to it, I don't see how impactful it can be to somebody's life. Like I kind of moved into it gradually. And then now when I look back, I'm like, this is amazing. And so I could have done, you know, Facebook's got a free course and there's so much content out there and there's really good stuff. But that I just wanted to be with Justin and Shauna and the team because I knew of them. Mike had known them for some time, and I just trusted that they were going to guide me in the right way because the learning curve was going to be steep. Like I needed to know quick. I wanted to know right away. I was leaving my job. I was coming home and I wanted to help him take on more clients and all that. So being able to hop on and do that course and then they didn't go away, you know, or I could do a course online, but if I wasn't being, and not that they were following up with me, but just knowing that they knew who I was, they knew what my goal was, they knew what I was doing, it just mattered. And like the quality of the course material, it just made it easy where you go through each bit and it's like that, almost anybody could do this, I think. But I think just because they present it so well and it's in so many like such bite-sized pieces that just made sense. The teachers were amazing, whether it was Justin or Shada, and I've worked with John and with Graham, and they're just always helpful and they're always there. And then being in Pro League, like you could take a course anywhere and then you finish your course and it's over. But in this case, being able to be part of Pro League, I mean, my course never ended. You know, you can learn a course and then you start to go do the work. Mm-hmm. And you can't not have questions, right? So, I mean, I'm trying this and how does this work? And then Facebook changes all the time. So also knowing that there's an enormous pool of people who are in the same boat as you, going through similar frustrations and changes, and then somebody saying, hey, I tried this and it worked, and then having that come out. So the course and the content, amazing. Knowing at the end you're actually tested and somebody actually grades it and then you're certified, like it matters. I mean, I feel like I'm probably talking to a lot of people online who've done an online course, and you know, you can have it running on the side while you're doing something else. But AdSkills isn't like that. They really want the people who are certified to actually know what they're doing. And that's why, you know, there's tests and stuff, which made it important. So that was really great. And just the support of everything is huge. And I wouldn't have ever found that, I think, anywhere else online.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. It is a pretty special community. So I appreciate that. Okay. So let's change gears and let's talk about you. So I know you've had some time that you worked in the agency with Mike, and then now you're working with another agency and you have your own gig, but I'd love to hear about the types of campaigns that you've had success with, and or, you know, maybe a particular niche or a particular type of promo or something that is just kind of near and dear to your heart, which is funny thing to say, but yeah, tell me about some of these brag-worthy campaigns. I want to hear about your successes.
Okay, so I think it's not funny to say near and dear to your heart, because honestly, every person, every client that I've worked with, every campaign I've run, honestly feels like mine, you know, where I look at it like I'm spending my money. It's my offer, it's my course, it's my product, it's my store, and like it's important. Like these aren't just people that are coming and I'm pushing buttons and putting stuff out there. Like everyone is different. Everyone has their own, you know, like little things that will work with one, won't necessarily work with another one. So everyone that's come on has been near and dear, and it's mattered. And I think the relationship part of this often gets put to the side, and I know. And so this is me assuming some stuff because I'm a woman. The relationship part of it is important to me. And even though we've had clients come and go, I'm still in touch with so many of them. And, everything that we've gotten to know, when you get close relationship wise with somebody, then you can work together on what you're trying to get to. You've established a relationship and trust. And so when you're telling them the ads are actually working here, let's look at your side of things. There's a really good conversation that's happening where sometimes it's the ads and then we can look at those and go, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try this. And it's a better way to work versus people just coming in and being a number. I prefer to be very, and it's funny because the relationship, when people will get into business, they want to make money, they want to get email lists, they want to sell their product. But I believe you can't do any of that without a genuine relationship and a genuine interest with your audience. So when it comes to the people that I've worked with, where I've got great results with, like Mike and I have our favorite, and he's probably talked about her, but she did incredible things. And so from her first launch, she did about $36,000 to the last one that she did just being, I think it was $767,000. Incredible. But it wasn't an overnight success. A lot of people want to turn on ads and then it's just everything's money, courses, products flying out the door. It's not always how it happens. And so, he's probably spoken about her, but her process was not a one and done thing. It was, we've done it, reviewed it, what worked, what didn't work. Let's try this the next time. Time would pass, audiences would build, purposeful engagement, purposeful lives, purposeful content went out that would build coming up to the next one, which made the next one better. I think it was 188. And then from the 188, we went to 370 something. And then from there to the 767. And it was very purposeful. She was really willing to listen and to work with us, which was great. And that's because we had such a good relationship. And, next to hers, oh my gosh, there's just so many. I'm so lucky to get to work with so many great clients where, I helped someone this year. She had her best revenue month. She did 130,000. It's amazing. She's in a $1 million business now, which is incredible. I've got 2 clients right now. Their click-through rates and their conversions are so amazing. It's hard to optimize it because everything's working. So it's one of those things that you're like, this is blessed. I'm not touching it. It's amazing. And it's so rare. I've helped someone who had to, we added over 8,000 people to her email list in a couple of months with $400, I think it was. And they weren't just, it's pretty easy to add people to an email list sometimes, but these were genuine good people, which in the end resulted in incredible results for her. We had an e-com store. Part of the proceeds go to, cleaning up oceans and stuff like that. And now their products in the store got to be part of a book launch that became a national bestseller, and she's all over the place, and it's crazy. And I get to help with these wins for sure. I actually, there's a decent amount of work that goes into making these happen. But it wouldn't happen without the teamwork, and plus the really cool thing to know is that all of them are offering a product or service or course that's wanted. I've worked with people before where stuff just doesn't convert and the ads don't work. And a lot of the times we end up finding out that it's because their product is something that they want to sell, is what the audience actually needs. So the people who have done the extra work to know what their audience wants to see and what they want to have and what they want to hear and how they want to feel. And when they get to do that, it works out better. So my biggest successes have been because the clients are willing to work with me. And my ads were awesome. Come on. They help for sure. But the ones that are willing to put aside their ego and their pride, and not get micromanaging, picking on things where it's like, well, no, the image needs to look like this, when we're like, well, the image that one looks like this. When they're willing to put that aside, they always win. So I've had a lot of great successes, and I've loved the variety of it. So, but the biggest successes are those ones that are willing to work together.
I love that you're sharing about how fulfilling the products and services and the clients that you've had a chance to work with. Like there's a lot of fulfillment in just having a campaign that does well, but when you're, some selling, not just to compare this one to other episodes, when you're selling like kitchen widgets or, something like that, that's like, you're also working on meaningful campaigns with products that are really helping, really needed in the market, like you said, and really helping people. So it's a breath of fresh air to hear that you're also having a lot of success, but not only just the success by itself, but it's also with meaningful projects.
I love that. It just, like I said, sometimes they feel like mine. I think I've got on my Facebook that I run ads for people who have a product that helps the world make a better place. And I just love that.
Well, so anybody that's listening that has one of those products that wants to make the world a better place, they will probably be interested in reaching out to you. So what is the best way for someone that's listening that wants to chat with you further, and also maybe a little bit about the process of once they reach out, like what happens next, how do you work with people, and if there is any more specifics about like the type of client that would work well for you, just love to hear that, and then how they could get in touch.
Oh, for sure. It's pretty simple. I mean, I'm super easy to find online. I was going to say there's not a lot of Sheenas, but actually there's more than you think. But Sheena Murphy, I'm easy to find online. I've got my profiles and that set up on LinkedIn and on Facebook. I can always be emailed at sheenamurphy@gmail.com. But specifically in the agency that I'm with, the cool thing is it's not just me. I've got a really cool team of people that I work with, and one of them is killer in Google. So although I wouldn't necessarily be running them, a lot of people right now that are running Facebook ads are starting to see the benefits of doing some in Google as well. And so we've got that opportunity there where we are to be able to do both. So we have some room there. Otherwise, if you're like a coach, teacher, mentor, someone in your niche with a course or event or an offer that's ready to go out on Facebook, you've not tried it yet, or you're trying it on your own, we do have some room for some people for that. And specifically, just to quickly mention, we have a new niche that we're starting out with right now, specifically for people with lawn care businesses. So that's kind of it's going to be good. So if there's people out there with that, I would suggest they get in touch and let us know if we can see if we can work together. It's really simple. They get in touch. We go over we do one of these, have a Zoom call, talk, find out on both sides, expectations, what we're looking for, and then see if we can work well together.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So even someone with a local service business, like a lawn care business, and then the range also goes to like speaker, author, coach, subject matter expert, influencer, course creator. Love that. And
Absolutely.
You said, just to repeat it, and it'll be somewhere on the page, Sheena Murphy at gmail.com.
Sheena L. Murphy at gmail.com.
Okay, good.
Had to throw the L in there. If I get called by my second name, I know I'm in trouble. So I had to add that to my email.
Great. And then also if people wanted to look you up on Facebook or reach out via LinkedIn, do they need
Murphy.
the L?
Nope, just Sheena Murphy. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Well, back to the video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciated this conversation, and I hope to have you back in the future.
Thanks. I appreciate your time. That was fun.
If you'd like to learn more about how to use paid traffic and analytics to scale your business, subscribe to the AdSkills channel so you'll be notified every time new content is released. If you'd like to learn more about the topic we just discussed, check out the related video we're posting right now.